الكلمة الآن للسيد أورتريش فيسل نائب رئيس النقابة الفيدرالية الألمانية للمحامين. فليتفضل مشكورا. وأذكر باحترام الوقت حتى لا نأخذ من الجلسة الثالثة يعني الوقت المحدد لها. شكرا.
Dear colleagues of the legal profession, I am particularly honored to have been given the opportunity to speak to you at this exceptionally beautiful hall. First of all, I want to introduce myself. My name is Ulrich Wessels. I'm the Vice President of the German Federal Bar, and I'm practicing in a city called Münster as a lawyer and a notary. And I'm also the president of one of the biggest German regional bars with 13,700 members. The German Federal Bar is the umbrella organization of 28 regional bars and thus represents all German lawyers, which is approximately 165,000. So I suppose we are the largest representative body of lawyers in Europe. And therefore it's a great honor that I'm the first ever representative of the German Federal Bar to speak here in front of you. First of all, allow me some general remarks about education, training, and the special role of lawyers in Germany. It is impossible to fully understand the role of a lawyer in Germany without knowing how the legal profession is organized. In Germany, the legal profession organizes itself independently through self-regulation. An essential structural element of the legal profession's self-regulation is obligatory membership of all lawyers with regional bars. This guarantees the necessary commitment to the professional rules by all lawyers. In order to defend the rights of the client, the lawyer needs the freedom and must be allowed to put the client's interest before those of the state. In this regard, the lawyer has a privileged position. An efficient state governed by the rule of law is inconceivable without self-regulation of the legal profession. That are the words of a former judge of the Federal Constitutional Court in Germany. So how is the lawyer's education and training in Germany organized? As far as admission is concerned, only someone who is qualified to become a judge is qualified to become a lawyer. In order to be qualified, you have to study law at a university, pass the first state examination, complete 2 years of practical training, and after that pass the second state examination. Thus, no distinction is made in practical training whether someone wants to become a judge, public prosecutor, civil servant, or decides to become a lawyer. Every graduate receives the same practical preparatory training and basically has to sit the same second state examination. In Germany, we use the term Einheitsjurist, which roughly translates as universal jurist. After having passed the second state examination, the fully qualified lawyer may apply for admission to the legal profession. This application must be made to the bar of the district where the applicant wants to establish his work. With the admission, the applicant automatically becomes a member of the regional bar to which he has applied. After being a member of a regional bar, of course, you have a special duties. And one of the special duty is to do a permanent education or training. This is ruled in the Federal Lawyers Act. But just in the moment in Germany, we don't have any sanctions if you miss this training. The sanction is done by the client, because if you are malpracticing, you have to pay damage to the client. There's a different situation if you call yourself a specialist. in Germany we have the possibility to call you a specialist in 23 fields. And if you want to have the opportunity to call you a specialist, you have to do a training per year with 15 hours. And if you don't fulfill this obligation, your opportunity to call you a specialist is cancelled. But the most important thing is that the profession of the lawyer is unlike any other profession. It is a profession of trust, like the profession of a judge. The lawyer is entrusted with this good, the law. And the client, as well as the society, must be able to trust the lawyer's integrity and expertise. And that's the reason why we as a lawyer have special duties. One of the duties is the permanent education and training. But there are also other duties concerning the special role in the judicial system. And in Germany, the lawyer's professional duties are set out in particular in the Federal Lawyers Act, and we have professional practice rules in Germany as well. And some of these very special duties I just briefly wanted to mention. The first is that a lawyer must not enter into any ties that pose a threat to his professional independence. Independence is the core element of the lawyer's position in a state governed by the rule of law. It's the only element which will make sure that lawyers are able to fulfill their duties. Sorry. The second special duty is to observe the professional secrecy. Yes, only 1 minute. And then, of course, we have the other duty of objectivity and not lying. And the last one is you may not represent conflicting interest. And these duties guarantee that we have a very special position in the judicial system of Germany. Thank you very much for your attention.
شكرا للسيد المتدخل على احترامه الوقت.